Roswaal is one of the most interesting characters in ReZero, especially because he's actually such a powerful character and he is actually the strongest magic caster in the entire series. If you've watched my other video, Top 10 Strongest Characters, I briefly talked about Roswaal's powers. However, there is one really big misconception about Roswaal, and that is his divine protection. If you're like me and you've read a lot about ReZero, there should be one thing a lot of ReZero anime YouTubers will say, and they'll say something like this.
In terms of abilities, Roswaal is a mage who has the divine protection of sorcery, which makes him capable of using all 6 magic elements that include fire, wind, water, earth, yin and yang.
So what's actually wrong about this clip? Well, the thing that is wrong is that Roswaal doesn't actually have a divine protection. This is actually something that was in the web novel and it was removed in the light novel. And I know some of you are like, well, Jake, I've literally checked the wiki. I can see that he has the divine protection of sorcery, so you're lying to me. Well, we can actually check it for ourselves. And if you do check the wiki, it does say that Roswaal has the divine protection of sorcery in his abilities and equipment section, which states that he's allowed and capable of using all 6 types of magic. However, if we were to look at the Japanese wiki, we see 2 blessings of magic. And keep in mind, this is using Google Chrome's inbuilt translation software, so do keep in mind the English may be a bit broken. But if we were to click on each of these to see what they actually are, the top one refers to a character which is not Roswaal. From the translation, I'm assuming it's actually talking about Melee, considering the mention of the Demon Beastmaster. And the bottom actually refers to Roswaal's divine blessing of sorcery, which is called the Blessing of Magic, which I'm assuming is due to improper translation. But if we were to look at the final line, it says, its existence was later denied by Twitter. Now, of course, this is a broken translation, but what exactly is this referring to? It's referring to a tweet by Tappei himself, the author of ReZero. I actually do have the tweet here in Japanese, and when translated, we get this. The only relevant part being right at the bottom, where it says, and since the blessing of magic does not appear after it becomes a book, you can forget it. So what is Tappei actually meaning here? So of course, the blessing of magic, as we know, is Roswaal's divine protection in Japanese due to the broken translation. And when he says it's not in the book, he means that it's not in the light novel, which is the book version of ReZero. So Roswaal has no divine protection. So do keep that in mind. If there's one thing to take away from this video, is to be very careful trusting information from the wiki, as there are no sources and anyone can put anything on there. Well, I guess there are like mods which can control what goes on there, but just be very careful when someone lists the wiki as a source. By the way, everything I've talked about will be in the description of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a lot of new content coming out, mainly involving character explained videos where I take a character, I look at their backstory, talk about what they've done in the series, and then give you some trivia about them. So sort of like a summary of each character in the series. If you like that sort of content, then subscribe and look forward to it. Otherwise, this will be my ending screen and I'll link my other videos above. So thanks for watching.